is a bit of a cheat. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't directly asked this question. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Angry Joe, and he had a video regarding E3 and the top 5 video games that he had seen during the week of E3. And at the end of the video, he asked basically everybody who was watching to list their top 5 games. And I thought, I don't want to put like a huge paragraph or explanation in his comment box. So I thought it would be probably better to just make a video and talk about the 5 games that I'm most excited for and my reasons why. So I have my list of games here, and I wrote them down because I wanted to be sure that I wrote them down in the right order for how excited I am for each of these games. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up to the number 1 most anticipated game for me. So the number 5 game that I'm most excited for was actually a new IP that was presented during E3. It's called Horizon Zero Dawn. And at first I thought, what is this? I don't get it. I don't understand. And I was immediately sold when I saw this badass looking chick in like full warrior kind of outfit with this badass weapon, and she's using a bow and arrow to take down robot dinosaurs. I thought, oh my god, it's like Far Cry met Skyrim. I immediately, my jaw was on the floor. It is just so cool to see games with girl protagonists that aren't over-sexualized, that look like they're wearing like logical armor with badass weapons. And it's just, it has this environment that's awe-inspiring. I was looking at the little details in the background and how the trees looked and the mountains, and even just the, well, I don't know how much of it is hype. I will say that much. I don't know how much of it was actual gameplay, but it does look freaking amazing, and I just can't wait to see it. I honestly can't wait. Number 4 on my list is actually the continuation of an IP that I got into about a year and a half ago. Number 4 is Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I got into Deus Ex with Human Revolution. And actually, the reason why I bought Human Revolution was because of Angry Joe. I saw his review on the game, and I saw what a stellar rating he gave it. I thought, okay, I've been looking for a new game, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So when I saw that there was a new one coming out, I actually knew about it from like months ago because Game Informer had an article about it, and they were explaining kind of like what the storyline is and what direction they were going with it. But to actually see the trailer, you could just go look at my reaction video for the trailer, because I lost my mind. It was fantastic. Number 3, and this is one that has a very special place in my girly little heart, Rise of the Tomb Raider. And I'm going to tell you why I am so excited for this game. Tomb Raider was one of the first games I ever played where I could play as a girl. That was revolutionary for me. I grew up playing video games where it was I was either just a spaceship or an arbitrary non-gender item or character, or a guy. Those are the only options I ever had. You know, I always played Madden with my classmates in elementary school in the aftercare program, but it was always guys. I was always playing as a guy. And then Tomb Raider came out, and I thought, it's a girl! Oh my god! I know most of the guys who watch this video, they won't understand. They won't understand, but as a girl growing up, to finally see a girl, even if she was wearing like really sexy clothes, I just didn't care about that. I cared that she had freaking guns and she was shooting like these creatures, and she was going through tombs, and she was exploring, and she was finding treasures. It was so fucking cool to finally see somebody that looked like me kicking ass and taking names. So yes, Tomb Raider is definitely on my list. I want this game. I will wait until the freaking exclusive shit times out and we can get it on any system we want. I am dying for this game, and yeah. Number 2, and I think most of you already know what's coming, Fallout 4. Fallout 3 was a revolution for me too, because it was one of the first games that I played that had a character creator and that I could play as myself. It wasn't just playing as Lara Croft or some other character. I could make a character that, for the most part, looked like me, with my hair color and my lips and my eyes and my nose. And yeah, it's not, it wasn't the best character creator in the world, but fuck it, who cares? I could look like me, and I could pretend that was me going through the dunes and shooting raiders and collecting all this scrap to make cool weapons, and it's just freaking awesome. Awesome. This is why I buy games with character creators now, and why there's so few games like Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, and Human Revolution with a male protagonist that I'm into, because I want to play as me. So yeah, definitely Fallout 4, and also because the gameplay and the way that you can customize your weapons and the way you can upgrade them, and the fact that they're going to have this mechanic where you can take any portion of the game and turn it into scrap to rebuild certain things, and you can make your own fort and your own defenses and connect wires and what? Just oh my god, that game is gonna kick so much ass. It's Bethesda, so I have a lot of hope. You know what I mean? Bethesda has very rarely let me down, and I think they're gonna do an excellent job on this game. So fingers crossed that this game is as badass as we all hope it's gonna be, and as badass as they claim it's gonna be. So, and my number one. And anybody who knows me knows what my number 1 is. Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect has a very special place in my heart, and I'm gonna drop the tone just a little bit because it's gonna get serious here. So, minor trigger warning, I'm gonna mention a few things that people are not gonna wanna hear, so just bear with me. I found Mass Effect at the absolute lowest point of my life recently, okay? I've had a lot of low points in my life, but I found Mass Effect when I absolutely needed it. I had just separated from my ex-husband. I was devastated. I was trying to pick up the pieces of a broken life by myself, away from my family, thousands of miles away from my family, with no friends here, no best friends anyway, nobody to really hang out with and go catch a movie with, or drink coffee, or just hang out. I was alone. I was miserable. And there were days that, I'm not gonna lie, I actually contemplated suicide. It was really bad. And then, out of necessity to get out of the fucking house, I went to the shopping center in the next town over, where they have like Target, GameStop, and a whole bunch of other things there. I walked into the GameStop, and I saw, I usually go to the PS3 section where they have the used games, and I saw that they had the Mass Effect trilogy, the collector's edition thing, for like really cheap, for like 20 bucks. So I thought, okay, well, I've heard a lot about this game. I've never actually played it, but sure, let's give it a shot. That game saved my life. It really did. The whole trilogy saved my life. The Mass Effect story. I had no idea that it had a character creator. I just bought it and said, here, take my money, took it home, put the first disc in, and it said, create your character, or whatever it says, And I thought, oh, cool. Okay. So I make my character, and I try to make her look like me. I had my hair done a certain way, and the eyes, and I'm like, okay, that works. And as I continued to play the first Mass Effect, I was gone. I was entrenched. I was enchanted. It was one of the most amazing experiences I'd ever had in a video game. The fact that it was so in-depth, so detailed, that I could do whatever I wanted in whatever order, that I could choose the kind of person that I wanted to become. I wasn't forced into this linear fucking storyline or cinematic, like, from scene to scene thing. And I finished the game, and And I was very happy, and I couldn't wait to start the second game, Mass Effect 2. And Mass Effect 2, until Andromeda comes out, we don't know what's going to happen then. But as it stands right now, Mass Effect 2 is my absolute most favorite game of all time. That game really cemented home for me how inspirational Shepard was. Especially female Shepard, because that's what I play as all the time. Because it's me. I want to play as a girl. No offense to male Shepard, but I want to play as someone that looks like me. You know what I mean? I want it to feel like it's my adventure. Like I'm the one being, you know, the space hero. But that second game just opened my eyes. It really did. And I started feeling really angry with myself. Really angry with myself. I thought, you know, this is a fictional character, but I can do that. I can be strong like that. And I after playing that game, I just picked myself up and I said, snap out of it. You know, you have a life to live. Stop stressing over lost relationships. Stop stressing over the fact that you're here by yourself. You can do it. You know what I mean? And then I got to the third game, and apart from the ending, it was also a fantastic freaking game. It was much more cinematic than the first two. I think we all know that, but a fantastic game all around regardless. And I was so addicted to the series. I played the Mass Effect series, I'm not gonna lie, straight for 7 months, maybe even 8. I think I lost track of how long I was just continuously playing this game. I would go from the first to the second to the third, and then start all over again with a brand new file, the first to the second to the third, over and over and over and over. This game consumed me completely. It got to the point where I had to buy something else to stop playing Mass Effect, which is when I bought Skyrim. Okay. I was really hoping there would be an Elder Scrolls game in E3, but they didn't mention anything at all. They just mentioned the Tamriel Unlimited, you know, the Elder Scrolls Online. So, I mean, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I can wait for it, honestly. But the fact that I saw something for Mass Effect for the next installment, I tried so hard to not cry during my reaction video. I'm like, I'm not gonna cry again. I don't want to cry like I did for the Fallout 4 one, because they probably looked really pathetic and weird. But I don't know if you could tell, but I just wanted to burst out into tears. I'm gonna burst out into tears now. And I'm just, yeah. Mass Effect Andromeda, I want that game yesterday. I want that game so badly. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for these 5 games. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. As emotional and as dark as it was later on in the video, I apologize for that. But yeah, E3 this year was fucking amazing. Really amazing. And yes, 2015 is the year for female protagonists in video games. Fuck yeah, baby. Yes. More girls being badass heroes, being amazing characters, being full-fleshed freaking experiences for all of us. So yeah, I'm happy. If you can't tell, I'm really freaking happy. I'm gonna end the video there because I think I've said everything that I needed to say. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions or comments, put them down below. And if you did like the video, please hit the little like button because it really does help, and subscribe for future uploads. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See ya.